Ukrainian forces advance into Demidovka in Russia's Belgorod Oblast. Ukrainian defense forces have advanced into Demidovka along the Ukrainian border in the northwest of Belgorod Oblast. The Institute for the Study of War, or ISW, reported on March 24th. Ukrainian forces have recently advanced into Demidovka along the international border in the northwest of Belgorod Oblast amid ongoing Ukrainian attacks in the area. Geolocated footage published on March 24th shows that Ukrainian troops have recently advanced to central Demidovka, northwest of the Russian city of Belgorod. Russian war correspondents have acknowledged that Ukrainian forces have advanced into southern Demidovka, but denied that the Ukrainian military has captured the settlement. Ukrainian forces began limited attacks to the northwest of Belgorod Oblast on March 18th, and over the past 6 days have made modest progress towards Grafovka southeast of Demidovka and Prylysy south of Demidovka. On March 24th, Russian war correspondents claimed that Ukrainian troops also launched an attack towards Popovka to the west of Demidovka. Ukrainian forces are using quad bikes and armored vehicles and attacking in small infantry groups. Russian sources claimed that Russia had redeployed border guards, Chechen Akhmat forces, units of the Russian Northern Group of Forces, and the 155th Separate Marine Brigade of the Pacific Fleet in response to Ukrainian attacks in the northwest of Belgorod Oblast. This area of Belgorod offers no significant strategic value. It consists mainly of empty fields and forests without major roads or settlements. The district center, Krasnaya Yaruga, lies 25 kilometers southeast, suggesting this wasn't the primary target. Matveev concludes that this was likely a diversionary maneuver, with Ukraine hoping the border was still poorly guarded, allowing them to break into the region quickly and force the Russian army to redirect significant forces from Kursk. BBC military analyst Ilya Abyshev agrees, suggesting it could be an attempt at a diversionary strike or part of a broader strategy by the Ukrainian forces to stretch the strength of the Russian Northern Group. With Ukrainian forces withdrawing from Sudzha, their command now has additional reserves at its disposal, while Russian forces in Kursk remain focused on recapturing all Russian territory. Meanwhile, the troops of the Kiev regime managed to pull together reserves in the Belgorod direction, which allows them to continue attacks on Demidovka and Popovka. This is reported by the Telegram channel 2 Majors, noting that so far the enemy command has not been able to realize its plan to break through our defense. However, the case is not over yet. The enemy continues to pull reinforcements. The result was a massive attack by the Ukrainian armed forces across the border on Popovka, which stumbled upon the heroic defense of our border guards. The border guard soldiers called fire on themselves, but the help arrived in time. The guys were pulled out. They write that the village of Popovka and our strongholds have been plowed over by artillery and drones. Probably like Demidovka, they will change hands, the post says. It is noted that the enemy still has serious reserves in this direction, retains intentions to continue the attacks, but our troops have also pulled reinforcements. As a result, heavy fighting is taking place near the settlements adjacent to the border in the Belgorod region. The information is generally confirmed by blogger and columnist Yuri Podolyaka. According to him, the garrison of Popovka continues to fight desperately on the ruins of this village, despite the difficulties with the logistics. And in Demidovka, the enemy infantry are constantly rolling in. With the task of taking this settlement under control, the southern part of the village has turned into a gray zone, and the northern part is held by the Russian military. Moreover, given the proximity to Kursk Oblast, Russia may have been able to quickly transfer some units from Kursk to Belgorod. Many of the Russian units currently defending in Belgorod were previously known to be fighting in Kursk, though it is possible elements of some of those units were already deployed in Belgorod. So far, available evidence suggests Ukrainian forces have made only modest progress, perhaps taking some tree lines on the outskirts of Demidovka and Prylaza. Time will tell whether Ukraine will gain further ground or commit additional resources to sustain the operation. Doing so may present risks, given that Ukraine faces a manpower shortage and Washington is unlikely to provide significant additional aid to replace lost equipment and expended munitions.